So I'm convinced now that this pile of burnt rubble all came from the colonial exhibition. This is the part that was cleared out, and it was burned because it was contaminated. That's why there's one of the gas masks there, part of the door handle from the inside that must have gotten broken off. Yeah. And they burned it all, and the broom that was used to sweep up, because it was covered in spores from a toxic plant. They wouldn't have done that if they didn't know this. So somebody here knows the story of it being a heart attack is bullshit. Otherwise, why would they have gone and cleaned up what amounts to a hazardous, contaminated area and scrubbed it down with detergent? And the windows as well. But only on that one side of the room where the vent is. So we need to go to Baker Street. Let's have a look at my deductions then. What have we got now? We've got a bunch of new stuff to stick together. So the family and the studies, maybe? No, they don't go together. White's expulsion. New director. Oh, that's not going to work. Yeah, I don't think we don't know anything about her family yet. Hamish's anger then. Not over Albert's humiliation. It's over the directorship. Martin Hamish had a motive. He believed that he and his father's lives had been ruined by Dunn, who had taken the credit for all the work. Hamish wished to take over the directorship of the Kew Gardens, but he knew that it would still not be possible with Dunn still alive. And of course now he's put out because, now the son decides he wants it all of a sudden. Deadly plants were stolen. Not for the poisoning? Oh. To me, those go together, but okay, I guess not. These don't stick together. White's expulsion and Albert's humiliation, ambition, or studies don't go together. They don't. Yeah, none of these are sticking still, are they? Those will. Albert's humiliation and his ambitions. So Albert's motive. He had a motive to kill his father. Montague Dunn had thwarted Albert's dreams of joining the Navy. By killing his father, he could have his revenge and eventually succeed in his father's place as director of Kew Gardens. You see, that makes no sense. It's like he really, really wanted to be in the Navy, so he kills his dad because he ruined that. The next logical step would be he's going to carry on with his plan to join the Navy. Like, yes, he's out of my way. I can go do this now. And then he's like, no, I'm going to stay and be the director of Kew Gardens. It doesn't track to me. Alright, well, I don't think we've got enough extra information yet to stick all this together. Let's find out where that scent trail from the spilled liquid in the lab goes. Toby!
Come on, Toby. We have some work for you to do. Let us go to Kew Gardens.
I so need a pet the dog option. I put a dog in a game and not let me pet it.
Let us take Toby to the laboratory. He will pick up the scent of this
Sherlock doesn't
mysterious
pet dogs,
substance.
come on. No, that's true. It's role-playing, I get it.
Search, Toby. Search.
Alright, so we have scent trail going through here. We can go and take a pee on Mr. Hamish's leg. No, maybe later. Oh, it goes this way. I mean, we still don't know what this liquid was, but whatever it was taken around here and buried?
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found. This is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. It was buried here.
There's a chemical solution in here.
There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with gold flakes. A tiny caterpillar. Not surprising to see one in a garden, but at the bottom of a bottle.
That's a very rich caterpillar as well. Oh my god. Just sitting in a pile of gold. Okay. So what else do we have to do? We've still got more information we need to find on Montague Dunn. We haven't found everything yet. Is there anything else we might have missed? I mean, we've got the safe here that we need to crack. Definitely nothing else. Nothing in detective vision. No. How do we do this? Oh, I see. Oh, okay. We've got to lock them in place. Alright. So it's 2 that way. 2 that way. 2 again. I'm guessing it's 2 and 2 all the way around. It's not. 2. 2. Gonna be 3 this time, probably. 2 and 3 again, maybe. Four. No. So it's all the way around for the 5 then. So we need 2, 2, 3, 3, 5, yes. Look at me being all clever. Brilliant. So what has he got in his safe? Got some correspondence. This is from a lawyer. My dearest friend, please allow me to express my disappointment upon reading your last letter. I am praying you defend me, not accuse... I'm paying you to defend me, not accuse me. Kew Gardens is a royal institution. We are granted the opportunity to travel the world and to save the most extraordinary, precious and rare species of plants. Our duty is to protect such species from those who might wish to use them for dubious purpose. This divine syndicate of whom you speak have no right to hold such precious plants. Remember in the case of June the 14th, 1889. You need to look that up. So I must respectfully ask you once again to notarize the permission on these plants on behalf of Kew Gardens. The documents were sent to you on Monday. P.S. See you in Boodles on Tuesday as always. Montague Dunn. So, they brought these plants back for their display. One of the plant pots, or maybe all of them, had the Divine Syndicate logo on the underside. And then he's all like, oh, they have no right to them, so they were wanting them back. Interesting. So this Divine Syndicate were, let's just refresh our brains. Not in this one, is it? Trewan the God King is the Divine Syndicate's idol. Okay. There it is. Symbol on a broken flower pot found in the backyard. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens. Its glyph means divine, if I'm not mistaken. So these people were devoted to preserving plants as well, but not the kind of people who would let people have them. Oh, here we go. They've got the logo on the letterhead here. Mr. Dunn, we must ask you for the last time for the return of our dear sisters. You do not have any right to hold them imprisoned. They do not belong to you. Your so-called permissions are wholly false. You are hiding behind lies. The lie, we need not elaborate, that was reported in the press as the case of June 14th, 1889. We need to know what that is. What you have done is quite abhorrent. Be very sure that we shall never abandon our family members. We trusted you and have regretted doing so. The Divine Syndicate. Ooh.
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
Debt of Miss Margaret White to Mr. Montague Dunn. Oh, he was keeping track of the debt. He was going to call on this one day. He wasn't just being nice. Rental of a suite of rooms at Oxford Street. An educational scholarship at the London University. Credits opened at Hamilton. Wow. Radigan House Tailors and Baird & Sons Luxury Jewellers. So all that did come from him. Did she know that he was going to call on this debt? And did she kill him to be rid of it? Yeah. So she could have written to her families sensing that coming, and then that letter where Montague Dunn was like, well, why don't you just leave then if you no longer need me? Dun dun dun. Indeed. Let's see if we can speak to this guy again about anything.
Excuse me, but nope. I have to tidy up this room.
Watson, my good fellow, you're in the way.
Just be careful with the plants during your inspection.
Okay. We need to research the archives to find out what this case of June 14th, 1889 was about. And we need to perform an analysis of the very wealthy caterpillar. Back to Baker Street. Pet the doggy. Pet the doggy. Yeah, there we go. He's a good boy. I can pet the dog all I want. I'm not Sherlock Holmes. He's a good boy. Yes, he is. He scritches. There we go. Now I'm happy. The game doesn't let you find a way to let it let you. Alright, so let's research that would be in the newspapers, no doubt. 1889. Scandal at the Divine Syndicate. This secret organisation that is just, you know, reported on in the Strand. So, what have we got? The Divine Syndicate Club, followers of the God King Trewan, situated on 48 Grosvenor Street, Carlton Road, prospectors of the plants and more particularly trees, and currently the subject of an administrative investigation. The leaders of this organisation are suspected of financial malfeasance. Ooh. It may well be that this investigation will lead to charges of judiciary. Meanwhile, many voices have risen high against this inspection, denouncing the state. In fact, this private organisation, which has given as its goal the defence and protection of nature, and which incorporates many persons of influence, including political representatives of the opposition party and blah 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 blah, Does a caterpillar encased in gold become a monarch butterfly?
Here it is.
Quite possibly, yes.
And here is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. It is time to find
Certainly
out what
wealthy
they
enough
have
to be.
against Montague Dunn.
Okay, so we need to find the Divine Syndicate on the
A map of...
Oh, we've already got it. Alright, never mind them. Let's analyze.
Let us determine
science.
just what we have found here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis.
Alright.
This is the bottle that we found hidden at Kew Gardens. Let us use a pipette to take a sample of the
Okay,
liquid.
make your mind
and
up, Holmes.
fill
You want me
the
to
test
pour it
tube.
or use a pipette? Blip. Blip. And another one. Blip. Okay. So we need to take a test tube.
A colorless, water-based liquid. Quite a strong floral aroma.
Kind of like what was in his lungs. Taste it.
Holmes? What are you
Oh.
doing?
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that?
Only if you
Anyway,
need to kill a lot
there
of
is
people.
a doctor nearby.
So what do you think it is?
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens.
Yeah, he's doing shots. Yeah. What is this
Small
now?
colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
Haven't the
Wagner's
funniest.
reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you.
Nice. Alright, so I guess we use a pipette again. Bloop. I should use a different one, but okay, like a clean one. Oh, we're supposed to use it on this. It be red.
Red sediment, just as I suspected. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This
Of
mixture
course.
is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory.
So you just drank fertilizer, Holmes.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
So hope some plants don't sprout out of your ass. You'll be alright. We don't really need to do anything else with this then, do we? Let's go and do... I guess we have to speak to the Divine Syndicate about their label. Why it would be on there. Poop water, indeed. Plenty of minerals in it, though. That's good. I think. I don't know. It might be bad. I'm not a
This
doctor.
place is beautiful, Holmes.
Ooh.
Its atmosphere is remarkably soothing.
Let us find someone who could help us.
You guys are doing like the most awkward looking form of Tai Chi I've ever seen. There's a cave. That's where the vampires live. We found them. Let's have a good look around first, and then I can question the person up there about everything we've seen.
A fragment of a flower pot.
Interesting. And another one.
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here.
Its atmosphere is remarkably soothing. Let's go find someone. Sherlock gives no shits about the aesthetics. Yeah. It's like, I don't care. I need to speak to a human. The atmosphere can't tell me what's going on. Oh. Oh. Well
The
then.
Kew Gardens symbol.
Well, now I wonder how they got there. How did they get there? Do you know how they got there, Mr. Bell? No, it's a mystery, isn't it? Fortunately, I am the greatest detective who ever lived, so I will ring the gong. I'm so glad you can do that. And then we'll go talk to Mr. Miyagi over here. Oh, he's in the middle of some kind of magic circle.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock...
I am exalting the sap. A while can you wait? From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism it depends. Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance, do not disturb.
Alright, Yoda.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
Have an open mind, Watson.
Completed is the symbiosis. Welcomed you are. To introduce myself, I shall. I am the Green
he really is
Grand
Yoda.
Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic himself.
This is me. Who am I speaking to?
We are two gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening to you, I am.
Oh my god. Take a look at everything we shall. Determine what secrets he has, we must. There's calluses. That looks nasty. Palm injury, an acid burn chemical practice.
We should like to take a look around, to immerse ourselves in the wisdom that emanates from here.
It is a school of anastomosis, the divine scholastic syndicate for vegetation veneration and meditation. You may say,
That tattoo's
the
pretty
divine
badass.
syndicate. Glory to the eukaryotic. Only true devotees, those whose hearts are ready to spermatophize in sharing of knowledge, are permitted to physically enter our vegetable kingdom and its wisdom. And to be permitted, you must earn it. Yes.
Yep. Are you guys ready to spermaticize?
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy they are.
Which one of these would it be? The branded flower pots? Kew Gardens symbol.
Nevertheless, we have seen Kew Gardens flower pots in your yard. How could they happen to be there?
What? Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search? Sacrilege.
No, really now. There was a theft of plants at Kew Gardens a matter of days ago, and we believe the pots we found here may be connected with it. Please tell us, were you involved?
No. Those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Done.
Yes, that's what I said. He borrowed from us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his green fly-infested gardens. but he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I see. So, if you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
Didn't your mother ever tell you 2 wrongs don't make a right?
Green Grand Mystic, we are ready to become devotees and gain access to your temple.
What is the name of our Lord, our God King?
Oh, I know that. It is Trewan.
Our God King's name is Trewan.
Or Trewan.
Green Grand Mystic.
Oh, la, good, I like you. Here is the holy key to the wisdom place.
The wisdom
holy
place,
donation, can you
yes.
if you so wish?
Thank you so much.
I pray you to taste our fertilizer substance. From the burdens of life it helps to free.
But of course.
Raw sap, it is called. It is near the entrance.
Fertilizer substance.
Will leave you to your meditation.
The 3 rights do make a left. Wise words. Right, now we can go in here. There's another crazy person. Oh god. What have we got here? Sure, I just saw a yellow thingy. Nope. I guess I didn't. Drugs table. Great, they have a table of drugs.
That should be the raw sap that the Green Grand Mystic spoke of.
Oh my goodness. It's frigging crystal meth. We're on the set of Breaking Bad right now.
It is rather delicious and of an excellent quality.
Of course,
My word, Holmes.
Heisenberg only makes the
Their sap
finest.
is like a form of cocaine.
Oh, it's cocaine then, right.